How Game of Thrones can make you a millionaire. Imagine sitting on your couch, popcorn in hand, watching dragons roar and kings fall. And all the while, secret lessons in wealth, power and influence are slipping right into your mind. Game of Thrones isn't just fantasy. It's a mirror held up to the wild, ruthless arena of real-world money-making. If you've got the eyes to see, Westeros holds the keys to your fortune. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'm going to show you why. You see, every kingdom conquered, every alliance forged, every betrayal whispered in the dark. It's all a masterclass in business, strategy, and the ruthless art of winning. And if you think you need dragons or castles to play the game, think again. All you need is the wisdom hidden between the sword fights and the shadows. Are you ready to uncover it? Think about it. Who really wins in Game of Thrones? Not the strongest, not the loudest, but the ones who master the long game, the ones who know how to build alliances, manage risk, create value, and move unseen until, boom, they strike at the perfect moment. That, my friend, is the first secret of the millionaire mind. Timing, patience, power moves made in silence. But that's just the surface. Beneath it, there's a deeper, almost mystical truth. Those who control the narrative control the kingdom. Littlefinger whispered stories that toppled empires. Tyrion Lannister spun words into weapons sharper than any sword. If you can master your story, your personal brand, you can raise your own banners high in the real world too. The question is, are you bold enough to seize it? And let's not forget, in Game of Thrones, loyalty is rare and gold is heavy. Assets matter. Wealth gives you freedom, influence, security. Yet most people today spend their lives chasing after pennies, blind to the treasure maps right under their noses. I'll show you how the Lannisters built lasting wealth, and how you can too, even without a castle full of gold. Maybe you're thinking, that's all fantasy. It doesn't apply to real life. But let me ask you, is climbing the career ladder not a game of alliances and strategy? Is launching a business not a battle of vision and execution? The boardrooms of today are just modern-day thrones. The currency has changed, but the game is eternal. And if you learn to play it, you'll realize you were born for greatness. Hold tight, because I'm about to reveal 3 Game of Thrones strategies that, if applied with courage and cunning, could radically transform your financial destiny. No gimmicks, no empty hype, just battle-tested truths hidden in plain sight, truths the wealthy and powerful have known for centuries. Secrets they pray you never discover. Every scene in Game of Thrones teaches you something profound about leverage, leadership, legacy. Some lessons are painful, some are brutal, but all of them are priceless if you dare to learn. The Iron Throne isn't just for kings and queens. It's for anyone with the vision to see opportunity where others see chaos. So sharpen your mind like Valyrian steel. Gather your forces, build your alliances, because in the next few minutes we're diving deep into the secret playbook of Westeros. And I promise you this, by the time we're done, you'll never look at your life, your money, or your future the same way again. Winter may be coming, but so is your empire. First, understand the art of leverage, the power to move mountains with just a finger. In Game of Thrones, no one exemplifies this better than Tyrion Lannister. He wasn't the strongest, the fastest, or even the most respected. Yet he knew how to use words, favors, debts, and knowledge to turn tides that no army could. In the real world, millionaires don't work harder, they work smarter. They use leverage, people capital, technology, ideas, to multiply their efforts 1,000-fold. When you master leverage, you escape the endless trap of trading time for money. You stop being a pawn and start moving like a king. What's your lever? Your skills, your network, your ideas? Find it, wield it, change your destiny. Second, embrace the power of positioning. Think of Daenerys Targaryen, alone, abandoned and powerless at first. But through strategic positioning, She became the mother of dragons, a queen who commanded loyalty from people who had never even met her. She positioned herself as a liberator, a bringer of hope, and the world followed. In your life, your brand is your dragon. How you are perceived determines what doors open for you and which battles you win without even lifting a sword. Millionaires position themselves in markets that are growing, in industries hungry for leadership, in minds ready to be led. They don't scream for attention. They command it with their very presence. How are you positioning yourself today? What story is the world telling itself about you? Then comes the third truth, the deepest of them all. Play the infinite game. In Westeros, those who played only for today, for one battle, one crown, one moment of glory, fell quickly. Ned Stark, honorable but short-sighted. Renly Baratheon, flashy but hollow. True winners, like Sansa Stark in the end, thought beyond one victory. They played for legacy. Wealth is no different. If you chase only short-term gains, you live a life of desperation and exhaustion. But when you think generationally, when you build assets, systems, and relationships that grow even while you sleep, that's when you step into a new kingdom. Entirely. The infinite game isn't about winning today. It's about staying in the game so long, eventually you become the game. But listen, because this is where most fall. They hear the lessons, but they don't move. They nod, inspired, but tomorrow they wake up and nothing has changed. Game of Thrones teaches us one more brutal, beautiful truth. Action is everything. Words are wind, promises are air. Only action reshapes the world. Arya Stark didn't dream her way into greatness. She trained, she fought, she bled. So must you. You must choose today to no longer be a spectator of your own life. To raise your sword, to gather your resources, and to step into the battle for your future. And yes, the road will be dark sometimes. You'll face betrayal from others, from yourself. Fear will whisper like the cold winds of the north. Doubt will creep in like shadows under the door. But remember what Jon Snow learned beyond the wall. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's standing firm, sword in hand, even when the night seems endless. Millionaires are forged not in easy days, but in the fires of resistance and relentless belief. You are closer than you think. One brave decision away. Remember too, you don't need to play alone. Even the greatest needed allies. Tyrion had Bronn, Daenerys had Jorah, Jon had Sam. In the world of wealth, alliances are golden. Find mentors, find partners, find those whose fires ignite your own. Wealth is not a solitary game. It is a kingdom built with many hands. And when the right hands join together, there's no limit to the empires they can create. So here's the whisper I leave in your ear, the final secret from the heart of Game of Thrones. You were never just a player. You were meant to be a king or a queen. You were meant to command, to create, to lead. The crown is not given. It is taken by those who dare to believe they are worthy. It is seized by those who act when others only dream. Your kingdom waits, unseen but very real, just beyond the fear that has kept you small. Now the question lingers in the cold air between us. Will you claim your throne? Or will you, like so many before you, let your crown slip through your fingers while you sleep? If you're still here, if your heart is beating faster, it's because you know it deep down. You're not meant for an ordinary life. You were born for something more, something greater. The Iron Throne, in all its dangerous, glittering glory, is just a metaphor for your true calling, to build a life of freedom, wealth, and meaning with your own two hands. But remember, power is never simply given, it is claimed. It is earned in the unseen moments, the late nights studying when others sleep, the hard choices when it would be easier to retreat. This is your forge, your crucible. Millionaires are made not by chance, but by the fires they walk through. willingly. And here's a hard truth most people never want to hear. No one is coming to save you. No dragons will descend from the skies to rescue you. No ancient prophecy will carry you forward. The ones who rise, the ones who build their empires, are the ones who decide fiercely, unshakably, that their story will not end in the dust. They take the pen of destiny and write their own name across history. Look around you. The world is full of those who once dreamed and gave up. Their banners lie broken, their thrones stand empty. Will you be among them? Or will you be the rare soul who, when the storm comes, stands taller, fiercer, brighter than ever before? Understand this. Every second you hesitate, someone else seizes the opportunity you were born to claim. While you wonder if you're ready, someone else sharpens their sword. While you hesitate, someone else rides into battle. You must move, you must act, now. Because fortune, just like the Game of Thrones, favors the bold. And don't think you need all the answers today. You just need to take the first step. The path reveals itself to those who walk it. One connection leads to another. One decision multiplies into 1,000 new chances. Small beginnings birth legendary empires. Maybe today it's just learning a new skill. Maybe tomorrow it's launching that business you've been dreaming about. Maybe next month it's investing. Where others are afraid, little by little, brick by brick, you build a kingdom no storm can tear down. So here's the reflection I leave burning in your chest. What is one bold move you can make today that your future self will thank you for? One move to declare to the world, and more importantly to yourself, that you are a player no longer, but a ruler in your own right. Because if Game of Thrones taught us anything, it's that winter always comes. Hard times are inevitable, but those who prepare, those who invest, those who think beyond the next season, they don't just survive the storm. They thrive because of it. Now, if this message stirred something in you, if it lit even a single spark, don't let it die out. Feed it, fan it, protect it. Hit the like button to say, I claim my throne. Subscribe and join this army of warriors who refuse to live small, who choose greatness every single day. Leave a comment down below. Tell me, what throne are you building? What empire are you destined to create? I want to hear your vision. I want to stand with you as you rise, because your voice, your dream matters here. And I'll be right here cheering you on. And don't be selfish with this fire. Share this. A video with someone who needs to be reminded of their power. Someone whose dreams have started to gather dust. Someone who's forgotten that they too were born to rule. Be the spark that reignites their journey. And if you haven't yet, I invite you, no, I challenge you to watch the previous videos on this channel. They're not just content, they're battle plans for your future. Every video is a sword for your arsenal, a map for your campaign, a step closer to your throne. Your story isn't finished. Your best chapters haven't even been written yet. And somewhere out there, beyond fear, beyond excuses, your kingdom is waiting. Will you rise to claim it?